Alright, welcome back to the channel. Today we are discussing active trial 1 initiation of strategy for the renal replacement therapy in the intensive care unit.
Disclaimer: the content and information on this video is for education purpose only and is not intended to be recommendation of any kind of some whatever. Under any circumstances, the author accept no liable for any indirect, incidental, consequential, exemplary damages arises. This video may contain copyright material, the use of which may not have been specifically authorized by copyright owner. This video is available in an effort to advance understanding of educational content.
Clinical question: in critical inpatient with acute kidney injury, does delay compared with the early initiation of early replacement therapy, renal replacement therapy, reduce the mortality at the 60 days? Designed for the study, randomized control trial, computer generated variable block size, stratified by the center, non-blinded, follow-up for 60 days post randomization, sample size calculation, sample size of 546 patients who have 19% power to demonstrate 15% absolute risk reduction from the baseline mortality of 55% with a false positivity rate of 5%. Setting for this trial 31 ICU in France, September 2012 to January 2. Duration of the study. Population for this study inclusion criteria: first is a critically ill adult patient with a severe acute kidney injury, age more than 18 years, receiving immunosuppression or catecholamine infusion and remaining admitted to ICU with acute kidney injury that was compatible with the diagnosis of acute tubular necrosis in the context of ischemic or toxic injury, with 3 to 5 years of validation of KDIGO stage 3 injury defined by at least one of the following: creatinine more than 355 millimole per liter or greater than 6 lines, anuria, urine output less than 100 ml per day for 12 hours, oliguria, urine output less than 0.3 ml per kg per hour or less than 500 ml per day for more than 24 hours. Exclusion criteria: pre-existing severe chronic renal failure, creatinine clearance less than 30 ml per week, cardiac arrest without arrest, severe laboratory abnormality, urea more than 40 millimole, potassium more than 6 or more than 5.5 despite medical treatment, pH less than 7.1 in a context of either pure metabolic acidosis or mixed acidosis, acute pulmonary edema due to the fluid overload causing severe hypoxia, requirement of 5 liter more than 5 liter per minute oxygen to maintain SpO2 more than 95 or requiring FiO2 less than 50 in ventilated patients despite diabetes. 620 patients randomized out of 5,578 patients. Comparing intervention versus control group, male man and baseline approximately 450 patients. Age 64 versus 67, serum creatinine before ICU admission, chronic renal failure, SOFA score intolerance, exposure to nephrotoxin in past 2 days, invasive mechanical ventilation, natural pressure support with adrenaline and non-adrenaline, septic shock, oliguria, anuria, prothrombin ratio. Intervention in group, early renal replacement therapy, 312 patients, aim to start within 6 hours of documentation stage 3 KDIGO kidney stage injury. Started at median 4.3 hours post documentation of stage 3 injury and fulfillment of other inclusion criteria. 6 patients did not receive RRT. Control group, delay renal replacement number 08. Renal replacement therapy initiated in patient develop any of the following: severe laboratory abnormality, urea more than 14 millimoles per liter, potassium more than 6, pH less than 7.5, contains with either use of pure metabolic acidosis or mixed acidosis, acute pulmonary edema due to fluid overload causing severe hypoxemia, oliguria or anuria lasted for more than 72 hours post randomization, 51% patients receive RRT at a median of 57 hours post-randomization. Median interval between occurrence of at least one criterion mandating RRT. Its initiation was 4.7 hours. 5 patients received RRT without meeting criteria. Comparing early versus delay group, medical treatment of acute kidney injury related metabolic complications prior to receiving RRT. Diuretics 1.3% versus 36.5. Medical treatment of acidosis 6.1, 6.8 versus 16.7. In both groups, choice of method RRT duration in medical treatment duration and evaluation was at discretion of physician. For the 50% receive intermittent RRT, 30% receive continuous renal replacement therapy. As a sole method, discontinuation of RRT. Consider if spontaneous urine output more than 500 ml in 24 hours. Highly recommended if a spontaneous urine output more than 1000 ml per 24 hours or more than 2000 ml per 24 hours in a patient receiving diuretic. Mandatory of if diuresis was sufficient to allow spontaneous decrease in serum creatinine concentration. RRT resume if a diuresis is sufficient to result spontaneous decrease in creatinine level or urine output less than 1000 ml in 24 hours or 2000 less than 2000 ml in 24 hours in patient with receiving diuretic. Outcome primary outcome mortality at 60 days no significant difference 48 8.5 in early 49.7 in delay. Fragility index 21 patient number of patients lost of follow. Secondary outcome comparing with early versus delay. Mortality at the 28 days no significant difference. Ratio renal replacement therapy significant higher in early group 98 versus 51. Median length of active stay survival 30 days versus 30 days. Non-survival 6 days to 6 days. Median length of active hospital stay no significant difference. Patient with a catheter-related nosocomial infection significantly higher in early group 10 versus 5. Dependency of RRT no significant difference. Proportion of a patient with a dialysis more than 1000 ml per minute urine in 24 hours or more than 2000 ml if had a diabetes significantly higher in delay group. Strength of trial, randomized control trial, multi-center trial, adequately powered, defined criteria for initiation of RRT. Weaknesses for over 50% of patients with initial modality of RRT, intermittent RRT. This was despite the fact that 85% patients requiring vasopressor support upon initiation of RRT. This may limit external validity as this is not standard practice in UK. Our limitation that author said is that the study only included patients with advanced kidney injury and therefore the results may not be generalizable to patients with the low severe non-blinded, although unavoidable the unblinded clinicians also directed care is may introduce bias. Author conclusion in critical ill patients with a severe acute injury and early compared with the delay initiation of renal replacement therapy showed no difference in mortality. Bottom line, in critical ill patients with severe acute kidney injury, early approach to RRT did not provide mortality benefit compared to delay approach when the RRT modality was predominantly intermittent RRT. 50% of the patients in the delay group did not receive RRT. There was a significantly higher rate catheter-related nosocomial infection in the early group.